microphone is. Oh, there it is. Excuse me.
Hey. Hold on. That's right. Yeah, pretty. Oh, that's loud. Thanks everybody for coming. Well, I don't want to turn that one down. We got a little something. We're gonna try out a couple new things for you. They're new jokes, so they're not really supposed to be funny. Well, I didn't really turn it down, did it? Well, look, this might not work. Hold on. Hold on, this just might not. I don't know which is the right volume or not. That's not that one. That's that one. Okay, yeah, we got it. Hold on, let's try this again. There you go.
Oh no.
Man, never mind. Okay. This is gonna be weird enough. I got a piece of paper here with a bunch of new jokes on it. So let's have a look at this and see what we got. Just let me introduce everybody first. Well, you already know him. My name's E.O. Wilson, and I was a biologist. Well, you know that already. You saw me before in Gainesville, and I'm a biologist, and I'm an emeritus professor at Harvard, and I just decided to stay here, and I shacked up here. And Wiggles, he decided to stay too. And then right, Wiggles, why did you decide to stay? That's right, Wiggles decided to stay because of that reason. And so I got a couple jokes, and none of these are really that particularly funny. But they're good for that reason alone. So, what's worse than a mesium? Come on now.
A paramecium?
That's right, a paramecium. What's worse than a site?
Parasite.
A parasite, that's right. What's worse than a sard? A parasard. That was funny, huh? Yeah, that's right. Parasard's way worse than a parasite. That's good. Okay, so I got a couple of others here. That what's worse than plard? Paraplard. Alright, so I was at this party the other day. It was a good party. There was a real good party. It was late at night, and is this thing even plugged in? There was late at night, and there was a lot of people there, and it was an after party. It was like after the biology lecture, after the defense, it was an after party. And I was there, and I was putting rubber bands on my head, because that's what I do when I get really drunk, put rubber bands on my head, and at the after party. And I forgot what I was going to say about that. Oh, right, but so I was there, and there was a lot of, people around, graduate students and stuff. And, but one thing I didn't realize at this after party, there's a whole lot of cannibals in the room. And they had just come by, they were like working construction, because cannibals are really good at working construction. Because you don't have to feed them too much, And, but, so I was there, and I was staying a little bit too late, and all the ladies had left, and it was just me hanging out. And when things get kind of weird, I had put 4 or 5 rubber bands on my head, and things got strange. And then at the after party, but things start getting real serious. When you're in the room and you're drinking the bottle of liquor by yourself, but then there's a whole bunch of people hanging around and you're not sure who these people are, and things just start getting kind of fuzzy and sort of strange, and it gets a little more intense when you know that there are cannibals in the room. And those cannibals come up, every once in a while they come up to you, and things get sort of strange, and they start looking at you kind of funny in that special sort of way, like that special way, and then you start getting a little nervous and sort of looking where the door is and things, but then you start getting real nervous when those cannibals come up to you and they start complimenting you. You got a nice pair of shoes on. Well, that you got nice shoes. I'm a professor, I have nice shoes. They're all leather and stuff. So that's good. I got a nice tie, because I like to wear a tie. Loosen it at the after parties, but I got a nice tie on. But you're in a whole lot of trouble when those cannibals come up to you and they say that they like your face. That was a joke. Alright. I got some more. Hold on. I got another one. I got one about a moose. Hold on. This is going to be real good. Let me see about this one. Yeah. Y'all good. You good audience. So, so yeah. So what's worse than a plard?
A paraplard.
Paraplard. That's right. What's worse than So hot dogs. Everybody likes hot dogs, right? You like hot dogs?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's right. I like hot dogs too. So there's this is a long joke, so bear with me. So there's this moose, right? There's a moose.
Yes.
And there's this French guy. There's a moose and a French guy, and they're hanging out in the woods together. I mean, you know why the moose is in the woods, but you're not real sure why the French guy's there. But they're hanging out. You know, a moose, the kind with the horns, the big horns, and the French guy that kind of goes, that guy. You know?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
You know that, right? You know that guy. Well, they're hanging out in the woods together, and they found each other in the woods. It was kind of happenstance. Moose walked up upon the French guy and was just like, moo. And the French guy was like, to the moose, and they got along really well because they both like hot dogs. Little known fact about moose is that, moose can be kind of dangerous. They're big to start with, and they got the big horns. Right, so if you're alone in the woods and there's a moose that comes charging at you, the best thing to do is just whip out a hot dog and give it a hot dog, because then the moose will stop in its tracks and eat the hot dog. And it's true. That's true. So the French guy and the moose are hanging out together, and they got all these hot dogs, but they don't really, they've been cooking it on a little fire. The moose didn't start a fire. The French guy started a fire. And Moose wasn't real sure about that because he just likes his hot dogs right out of the package. Oscar Mayer, bratwurst, it's all pre-cooked. It's cool, so you can see them right out of the package. But thing was that Moose and they were hanging around, but they didn't have any condiments. They didn't have anything put on this hot dog, and that was bumming them both out. And Moose went moo, like a moose does, and the French guy went like a French guy does. And so they were hanging around, and they were trying to figure out what to put on this hot dog because neither one of them wanted to really eat it plain. And this went on for a really long time, and so the moose was like, I gotta go around the corner for a second. All the smells and stuff, I just have to go to the bathroom. And like, don't follow me or anything. I just gotta go to the bathroom. So the moose went around the corner, went to the bathroom. Time went on. Came back. French guy was just like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom too. So as typical, people moose and people tend to go to the bathroom in the same place. Have you ever noticed that? Somebody goes and pisses around the corner, then the other person goes and pisses in the same place. Right, so French guy went around the corner, and they still hadn't figured out what to do, regarding the condiment. So French guy was just like, well, I'm gonna just go take care of myself, and went around the corner, but he went to the same place that the moose had just gone, and you heard this, oh! And Moose was like, what? He's like, I just found the moose tard. That's a good one, huh? Let's see if I got it. Yeah, that was good. I think that was about it. That one was good. Alright, wait a second, I got another one. Alright, there's some surfers on the beach. This is not the same surfer on the beach joke as before, for those who've seen me do stand-up before. Yeah, but there's some surfers on the beach.
Always.
They always are on the beach, unless you go looking for them, like I sometimes do. I just like to go see them on the beach, But,
Are they Poseidon themselves?
No, this is a different one, dude. Yeah, no, I ain't doing the same jokes twice. That's why I got this little piece of paper.
Professional.
Alright. So there's all these surfers on the beach and stuff, and the biologist goes up to the beach. And, she's hanging out on the beach. And all these surfers and stuff. And, she's real curious about what's going on the beach. And so she goes up and she Gee, what was that joke? Hold up. Forgot already. It must be a good one. Hold on. What was that joke? Alright, yeah, she goes up on the beach and she says, things are kind of weird in the water. You know, I mean, they were surfing and that's kind of weird to start with, but the water was like purple, and blue, green stuff, and all these weird colors. She goes up to the surfer and she says, hey, what's going on? Why do you think the water's, you know, so weird and stuff like that? So I was like, hey, I don't know. And she's like, well, I'm a biologist. And she's like, I know what kind of biochemicals wash up on the beach. Nucleotides. Yeah. That's where I play that laugh track if it wasn't too loud. Right, yeah, that's a good one, right? So, what's worse than a plard?
A paraplard.
Plard, that's right. Yeah, we already did that one. Alright. Is that all of them? No, I had another. Oh, right. What's that one? Alright, so this small furry animal goes into a bar. Right, small furry animal goes into a bar. And he was like, hey, you know, I need a drink. And the bartender was just like, well, I don't know if I can buy you a drink. And he's like, well, why can't you buy me a drink? I might be a small furry animal, but my money's still good here. And he was like, well, our occupancy is 6.02 times 10 to the 20th, and I can't serve them all. Thank you. That was it, really.
Yay!
Thanks, Wiggles. Appreciate it. You're really nice to hang out with us. All right. Da 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 dum dum. Yeah. Thanks for coming.